So I was on Facebook and I was reading a trending topic about something that was recently passed that undoes an Obama era guideline against militarizing the police. So, in other words, now they have access to certain military type gear, vehicles, and weapons that they didn't before. And on the thread, on the comment thread, I noticed that there were a lot of white people saying things like, oh, great, now they can defend themselves against Black Lives Matter, and these protesters are all out of hand. And I was just thinking to myself, why do you let them use you? I thought to myself, you think that if the police are militarized and these things happen, that it can't happen to you? You think you're immune from that? And I'm not talking about groups that protest and they do things that are inappropriate of any type. Black Lives Matter don't do that, okay? First of all, let's get that out the way. But I'm just talking about groups that are doing things violently of any type. Okay, that's not good. But my point is, why do you have these white people that speak in terms of, oh yeah, those people over there, like they're immune? They don't care about you. They're using you. And y'all are falling for it. You don't have no real money. You're not a mover and shaker. You're not a power mover. The average person, I don't care what your race, ethnicity, national background is, the average person don't have enough money and enough power for them people to give a damn. You vote for Tramp. I don't call him Trump. Okay, so from this point on, he'll be referred to Tramp. Two asses Tramp. You vote for Tramp. He says he's going to drain the swamp. How? When he is the swamp. It's like they use you. They're always talking about, Democrats, they use liberals and Democrats use minorities like black people. They use y'all. I'm like, at least if you vote Democratic or like another more liberal party, they're going to do things that are usually, they pass things that are in the best interest of the people. The Republicans, they never do things like that. He gets in, who he appoint to the education committee? Betsy DeVos. I don't think she would have known what a FAFSA form was if you put one in front of her. Okay, this is a woman who has never probably seen one, just for example. And that's who he put in the education spot, but he drained in the swamp. I'm like, why do some of y'all vote against your best interests? The Republicans don't care. Now, there are some that care. Don't get me wrong. But the majority of them people, they don't care. They don't care about the average person. They care about pleasing their lobbyists and the people that give them money to run or for whatever that we don't know about. Because, there's under the table stuff we don't know. Come on now. I mean, these people, they don't care. Especially the higher up government. They really don't give a damn. And y'all just keep voting them in and keep making stupid ass comments. That's good that the police are militarized, because then those horrible black protest group, man, if we would stick together and really just, regardless of race or whatever, and just have different ideas and opinions, but just stick together more, it's no telling what we could do to change shit. But we so busy right against left, black against white, American citizens against people that look like they could be illegal immigrants, but just the ones from Mexico, because them the ones we don't like. It's no telling what we could do as a country, but we so busy. It's a distraction. And I'm not saying you're not going to disagree with people. You don't need to debate, because that's part of, the governmental process or any process. That's fine. But to the level that it gets sometimes, I'll be like, man, y'all are falling for this bullshit. That's what it is, y'all. And y'all falling for it. And when I say y'all, at this point, because I'm speaking about the people on that thread, I'm speaking about those white people and the types like them on that damn thread. Why is militarization of the police a good thing? Tell me why. Should they have access to riot gear for emergencies like that? Of course. Should they be militarized? Why is that good for you? Always voting or supporting something that's not in your best interest. You think it can just happen to me? If it can happen to me, it can happen to anybody. as a black person. Then they say things about, oh, it's good he took away the rights from those transgenders or those gay people or whatever group. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, you think that your panties are so clean that it won't happen to you? Please, you don't have enough money. You don't have enough money. And that's what it's about. Or you don't have enough power. You just have a vote, which don't mean that much anymore. I mean, it's good to vote. I'm just saying it's not enough to stop them from doing the same thing to you. If it can happen to one, y'all, it can happen to anybody. And please don't ever forget that. That's the real message coming out of this video.